and I can do a few readings. So bear with me while I try and get everything ready. And I'll just wait a few minutes just to see if there's anybody about. There may not be. Where am I now? It's telling me that I'm not even, not even on. So why isn't it giving me a video? And it's not giving us a video. So why not? Okay. So I have no idea. Hello, people. Hi, Kerry. How are you, darling? I'm trying to get this thing sorted out for Facebook as well, and it doesn't like me. It's spitting chips at me. So it tells me, hang on, there I got echo now. Whoops, hang on. There I am. Now, God, this drives me crazy. Hi, Nikki. These bloody captions, when I keep saying turn off the captions, and it doesn't let me. So there you go. But I thought I'd just jump on to say hello. Hi, Connie. Lovely to see you. And I thought I've got some of my cups here, and I've got charms, and I've got cards. And I'm solo today, so I won't be on too long. But I thought let's have a look at some questions. And I want to show you actually how easy it is to answer questions with a fortune teller teacup. So there's only a few people there. So if you have a question, please ask it. And I can have a look and see what questions are available. So I will talk to someone. Post a question, guys. Don't be afraid. Let me just have a look. So... Oh, hi, Amal. Lovely to see you, darling. I'm using teacups here today, and I thought let's jump on for a few minutes and do a cup. So fire questions away if you wish. So I've got, I'm only using just a few of these at the moment because I have so many. Connie wants to know to move to New Mexico or stay there. So we'll just have a look then of, is there movement in the camp for you, Connie? So let me just grab the serviette. Hang on, because I like to drain, otherwise I'm going to have tea everywhere. Let's have a look. So is there any movement in the camp? I haven't got enough water in that one. Where's my water? Hang on, I'll just put some water. So we have a little bit of movement. Okay, we want some more water. Right, so is there any movement for you, Connie? Okay, let's have a look. Hope I didn't wash the whole lot out. No, I didn't. Okay, I'll just drain a couple of these so they are ready. Doing teacups is very messy, and it means I have to wash up, and I don't like washing up. So I'll just have some of these ready, and I'll just rock and roll. And I've also got another one here. So I thought let's just do a few cups. Come here. And serviettes. I've got two on that one. So I'll let the cups drain, then we'll get stuck into the questions. Okie doke. Alrighty. So I'll start here with Connie. So you want to know about moving to New Mexico or staying put. So we mainly look when we're looking about households, is there any movement signs? So let me have a look. Right, in the cup. So, Connie, your timestamp, remember this too, I'll try and remember to put the timestamps. So timestamp for you, Connie, is 4 minutes 36 seconds. You've got sun here and you've got a couple of little bits of tea here. Now, when you see a water drop that's still caught around a symbol, it actually tells me about emotions. Sun is good for emotions, which would tell me positive emotions around a change. And when we actually see a tall building like that, it can literally mean either a double-storey house, apartment building, or high up on a hill, because it represents height. There also, hoping you can focus on it, it's actually a tiny little rabbit. And a rabbit there would tell me, don't be afraid of the change. I'd look at that and say there is a move coming because it's a positive one for you. And the very fact you have T on the scythe, or the sickle some people call it, would tell me you are cutting through any blockages that may hold you down. See how that's got a tiny, tiny little gun thing pointing? That to me is like a military tank. So it tells me cutting through some structure, which may mean you need to actually tackle it with, what's the word? Trying to find the word. Something that you put everything in its place. So you've also got here just below the house, hang on, that's really funny, I'll just try and tip out that drop. You've got the house below it, you've got two female symbols. When you actually see triangles, they are females. Both there would tell me there's good female energy around the house and what you need to do. To see T also sitting on the letter means you're signing or doing some paperwork. I'd actually say a move will do you good. It'll be very good for you for your emotions. So I hope that helps you a wee bit. Now let me just take that T out and I'll pop some more leaves in it. Like I said, teacups can be very messy, and I don't know if I'll be able to get through everybody's questions, but I will try my best. So, like I said, they are a bit more preparation, a little bit more slower, but they're a whole lot more fun. And I'm just actually going to get that one ready as well for our next. Now, so let me go back up. Oh, it's nice to see a few people here, lovely. Nikki, you're looking for part-time work, about when you will get a job. So we don't tend to look at timing that much. I can look at timing when we use dice. I actually use dice for timings. And I have a lovely purple dice. Look at this. So we use dice for timings, but I actually want to look in here about career symbols to see what we've got. So this is a lovely mint. Look at this. It's a beautiful, like a check pattern. This here is all 24 karat gold, and this is the lucky last in this particular cup, because these ones, I found it when I was reorganising a buffet. I didn't know I had it because these cups were obsolete a couple of years ago. But isn't it just beautiful in the mint green? And the saucer on this, see that? It's fluted like a flutter. Beautiful. So, Nikki, career symbols. When you have an image inside a cup, I also like to look at that image itself, and T is on. You do have a little mountain here. Flowers are about joy, gratitude, and good stuff. But your mountain here is just before it. So it would tell me there's some obstacles you need to get past in order to get to the good stuff. You've got here a box, and box is actually a lovely symbol of pleasant surprises when you least expect it. And when you look at both of those, they remind me of two hands coming together, which would tell me some sort of agreement. It's like the shaking hands, the welcome aboard. Here you've got a shape of a little hourglass, and there is a bird. Hourglass is time, which often it means have a little bit of patience. And we've also got the bird, which tells me some type of interview or discussion. They look good, but it just tells me there what's in the way at the moment. I'll throw some charms on that one as well. Here you've actually got T. Hang on, what is it? Oh, it's on the birch rod. A lot of people think it's a straw broom. Pretty much same. When you got chased around as a naughty child, you'd be chased with the broom in many days. It means chastising on what is a little bit hard. You do have a lot of tea sitting on top of that, which tells me again something that is a bit difficult. You do need to focus on getting past it. Here you've actually got is the eye. Now the eye is a good symbol in career because it tells me open up the senses, and it may be in a different area than you are thinking of. Here we've also got, it's like a pair of cherries. I hope you can see that. I can see it in 3D. And that's linking between the lion and the fish. Cherries is about good opportunities that open up to you. Fish is about good luck, energy and prosperity. Lion there would tell me some sort of young male in a position of authority. They are good for you if you're looking for work, because it's like you are looking or interviewed with a young male, and you will gain out of it. Cherries tells me you're going to get 2 opportunities, and they'll probably all come at once. So my big thing here is, what is the hurdle that you need to overcome? So let me have a look in my big charm bucket and we'll see what we've got. So we've got the hot air balloon. Hang on, I'll put these in my hand. I forgot to get my black tray. So we have pardon me, the hot air balloon, the Jolly Roger, which is the pirate flag, and we have the magician with his hat and cane. When I see these about obstacles, balloon here would tell me you're under a lot of pressure, and that can be pressure from people who are close to you. The Jolly Roger would tell me people who are negative around you. And the magician there would tell me you've probably went to interviews or tried different various of jobs, and it's like you were sold the dream and it wasn't the dream job. There would just tell me be aware of people who are falsely advertising, and that can come right down to companies that will advertise a job role when there really is no job, and it's really, really bad. But a lot of companies sadly do that because they have to look like they are being ethical, and they've probably already got someone else lined up for the job. You've got a lot of pressure here. I would look at who's causing the pressure that is close to you, and any negative ninnies, it's time to flick them. So I hope that helps a wee bit. Now, let me just get rid of that one. Apologies for my voice and lack thereof, because I suffer horrific hay fever, and it doesn't matter what sprays, what inhalers and so on, I still get it, and it's not much fun. So I'm just putting some more water in, and then I'll get that cup ready. Let me have a look. Like you said, it's a very messy job when you're doing multiple teacups. At least it's not that bad when I have people here themselves. Now this is a beautiful black cup. Look at that. It looks like an auget. It's actually, and I think I pronounce it right, anemone. Anemone? Anemone. And it's on a jet black saucer. So, now, let me just have a look at the questions. Let me just have a look. And hello to people if you join me. Fern, lovely. Hi from New Zealand across the water. Pardon me. Jody, hello. Elaine, hello. I've hardly got any voice too, Elaine. And that's why I have a Linus back. Yes, everyone needs a Linus. Farah, I always muck up the pronunciation, and I hope I get it right. Is it Alberg? What do you see at the end of the month? Okay, so we're nearly the end of the month, so I'd say what we will look for the next month, what's in this month. So we are looking at what the tea lands on. You have T here sitting on the crossroads. Now that is a diamond, and when you see a diamond like a card diamonds represent money, success, business and power. You have it on the crossroads, which tells me though you may need to make some decisions, and it's often around, again, the diamond would be money or career decisions. So it's like, don't be afraid. If one road says south, the other one says north, you need to look at which is more favourable for you. You do also have a bit of T on the rose, and rose is about passion, love and gratitude. It's a beautiful symbol too of growth. You've got a little bit of T there. Hang on, let me just look at that without the camera. Just have a look here. It's almost like the shape of a pear. Fruits and vegetables in tea means great abundance. So it does tell me something that you are passionate about, and it may literally be a lover. There is good things around a lover. Here you've got an umbrella, and it's open between man and bird. Umbrella is about protection, and it usually means where either you are needing protection, and when I see a bird and a man and we're looking at protection, it's almost like protection from negative talk coming from a male. Umbrellas tell me lean on a few of the close friends that you have, and I only mean 2 or 3 friends that you've got, because there would be, tell me, a negative ninny male. You may need to put a stop to it. So what else we got? We haven't got anything else touching the symbols, but here we have a beautiful eye. Eye is about listening to your senses within. Pardon me, not always relying on a visual. So the eye is trust what you see and what you feel more so than what is just put in front of you. So it's not bad. The only one I've got here is look for protection and some good friends around you from a man who may be a little bit in the negative talking there. So put them in their place. We don't want that. Okay, let me just get another one ready. Right, okie dokie. Sorry, like I said, guys, I drink, I spray, I try everything, but I lose my voice. And if I had to leave it up till I had a good voice at the moment, you'd probably never see or hear from me because it's so bad. So, right, we'll go back to the red. I love this. I think there's only one of these left. They're actually Greek gods. I call it the Grecian. And isn't it beautiful? And it's really thin eggshell china. It is just divine. So let me just go through the questions. Let me have a look. Oh, thanks, Connie, for that. Now, Amal's wanting to know, what steps do you need to take to build opportunities in performance? So hang on, let me just have a mouthful of water. Okay, so Amal. Sorry, I forgot to stamp the other one. So Amal timestamp 17 minutes 46 seconds. So what steps do we take to build your opportunities in performance? All right. This is really lovely. When you see a butterfly over a baby pram, everybody thinks automatically rock a baby. It's not rock a baby. Butterfly means something new that is coming up. And when we're talking about improving opportunities, there would tell me aim also for literally young females. Butterfly is about transformation. And it's almost like, look at how you can perform in enhancing young females as they go along their own path. I'm just having a look here. You've got a pair of glasses here. Oh, wow, look at this lady. She's so clear. Take a screenshot of that one. The pair of glasses, or when you see a pair of eyes, it often means what you are seeing in yourself, but what you need to do and look at for the future. Because an eye is where you keep seeing yourself in a different light, where others see you in a positive light. So show how you feel. This is actually really lovely because this is a lady and it's like, see all her beautiful hair, and it's like she's in an old-fashioned dress, and she's right here between the coffin and the bird. You've even got Lily. This here tells me there's a very prominent woman in spirit who's literally communicating to you. And it's interesting, like if I put a circle around that entire cluster like that, you have someone in spirit who's guiding your steps. That is truly beautiful, and I haven't seen such a clear one in a while. So listen to the spirits and the voices that you may hear. Sometimes they can come in the night. The lily there would tell me someone with pure heart. It's a beautiful sign of purity, and with a coffin tells me it's a lady in spirit. So what have you got here? You've got here, so it's like a man with his arm outstretched, and you have here, it's almost like a piece of paper, which means talks and communication, something in the written word, and it involves a male. Here you've also got, it's a coin, and when you see little tiny circulars, they do mean money or coins. The coin is above the top of the mountain, which is again a beautiful symbol telling me great abundance is coming once you are past the hurdles or the obstacles. Again, it's nice to see the eye pop up. Eye here, and then you've got a little tiny bird there again with the cross. Someone's definitely talking to you in spirit, and you really need to listen to them. That is just beautiful, and I have to take another photo of that because it is very rare when I see lovely, lovely, clear photos such as that. And that is just gorgeous. So I haven't seen one for a while. So let me just have a look. Who's the lady in spirit, Amal? I'd love to know who's the lady in spirit, because there is somebody that's, it's like they're communicating with you, and you need to have a listen of what they've got to say, because that's good. Oh, you work in, I'm just reading the messages here. Connie works in a 3-story school on the top story, on the top floor. Okay. Hang on now, let me just go through here. Hi, John. Hello, Ale. Hi, Evelyn. It's nice to see you. Hi, Kate. Lovely to see you there, darling. Where am I? Sorry, I'm trying to get the messages here. Ali, my love name Shalo. We are broke up. I want to know, will he get back to me? Will he engage to you? Okay, so we're looking at love. Right, let me just get rid of this. Okay, I'll just refill for the next one. Like I said, I have to turn this stupid text thing off. Every time I turn off these darn subtitles, for some reason it keeps giving subtitles. And I hate that because as an Aussie, we are really, really lazy in our language from what I've been told. And the subtitle maker, grabber, whatever you call it, never understand us. So it says some really strange things. So I hope you're actually listening and not just reading. So this is for Ali, and we want to know about your recent split. So let's see what symbols are there. Everyone always asks me, I forgot to say, when you read a cup as a teacup reader, we always tap 3 times. And the reason is it's like someone knocking on your door, and it's like, knock, 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 may I come in? And we're asking the same when we do that with a teacup. So, Ali, what's going on? All right, I'll start up in the flowers. Here you've actually got, it's interesting, it's almost like, gosh, it's got a tail. Hang on, let me have a look at that. Yeah, it's an unusual symbol. It's almost like a cat sitting, its legs out front and its tail. The cat there would tell me trust is a major component here with you in the relationship. And it may be that you feel he's either betrayed you in some way. The fact it's a cat that's sitting, though, would tell me learn to trust yourself over and above everything and everybody else. You also have here a tiny little wishbone. And a wishbone does mean about wishes that are coming into fruition, which tells me wait a little while. And I would look at this and say you need to probably try and initiate a conversation for wishes to come through, because flowers are about passion and gratitude and all the good stuff. Here you've got here, it's almost like what do you call it, a cracker or a stick of dynamite type thing, because there's the wick, which can be harsh discussions. So I'd look at this and say, sit and think it out a little bit first before you initiate the conversation, because I don't want the discussions just blowing up out of nowhere for you. Here you've also got a man sitting on the birch rod. Man sitting tells me lazy in a relationship. Now, I hope he wasn't, but when you see a man sit down there, it's almost like he was not putting in his share in the relationship. The fact he's still sitting on the birch rod, it's almost like he thinks he's done nothing wrong and he's done everything right, but it can be a complacent male. There's even the leg or the boot sitting behind him facing that way, where he's facing to the right, which means he thinks he's done everything right and he hasn't. There is a nail, and a nail means what is the thorn in your side. And it can be, again, him just being lazy. For this relationship to actually work, we've actually got a headstone there with almost like the grass around it, which tells me a lot of difficulties for this to come back to life. And you also have T on the ant, and the ant means a hell of a lot of hard work for this relationship to work. So I'd look at that and say it's slim chance, particularly with a headstone. So what have we got here? We've got the house, and then we've got something blocking its window, which tells me, sorry, I'm just looking at it outside the camera, because you've got the door on the left and it's a window here on the right. When you've got something obscuring the window, tells me, have you looked truly to the depths of him and his family situation? And is he enough dedication to home and family that you are? Because of the blockage over the window, it's like he's not wanting you to see everything about him. So I don't know how long you have been together, but there it's almost like here's a lot of things you may not know about him. But the first thing here, when I see a male sitting down, would tell me he's not very proactive in a relationship. But if it's going to work, I would say think about initiating a conversation first. But T on the ant would tell me it needs a lot of work, which can literally mean a counsellor, but both have to agree if that's the path you want to choose. So let me just get some more tea in this one. Okay. Let me just get more tea. Right, serviette. Oh gosh, sorry. My alarms. I have alarms set for all sorts of things because I've got a head like a sieve. Right, okay. Let's set that one set aside. Excuse me. Like I said, I have hardly any voice. Hi, Cynthia. Hello, Elaine. Evelyn. Do you have a question in particular, Evelyn? Post it below. That would be lovely. Oh, the weather's beautiful in New Zealand. It's been raining here, Matt. So it's wet. It's not raining at the moment. So, hello, Joy. Lovely to see you. Let me have a look. Lovely. I'm just going through the messages. Sorry, guys. So I'm trying to get... Oh, I see. So Amal says when you read coffee cups, you always first open the cup. It's fascinating to see the different rituals with different cultures. So because I can read coffee cups too. I just don't a lot because I drink tea. I'm not a big coffee drinker, and I know when you make the proper Turkish coffee and you do it in the brico or whatever, there's many different forms. It's bitter, it's muddy, and it's funny, sometimes I like the taste, but I like the way the Greeks do it, where you have same equal measures of coffee to sugar, and then I'll drink it. So, hi Leslie, lovely to see you too, darling. So, let me just flick through some of the messages here. Right, I've done Farah, done Ali, done Amal. Now, what have I got there? Shivani Dumas, sorry if I have not pronounced that right. So we just want to see, is there movement or relocation? Okay, so finances... Yeah, we don't often look... When we do a cup, it's best to either look at a cup for a specific area. Yes, you can do cups as a general, but I always say a general question will give you a general answer. And it's one of my pet hates, and I know my other gals, Andrea, Wilma and Lyndsay, laugh at me when I say that. And I say, but I see so many people in my tea room face to face here, and if someone says to me just a general, I want to smack them. So, okay. So, Shivani, we're going to look about movement. Okay. You do have things on your money anyway, so I'll come to that. That's really lovely. It's like two people kissing. Reload the star. The star is a light source, and it tells me there is positive paths ahead for you. And to see two people actually hugging or kissing's better, means positive path for you and somebody else. And that close would tell me a partner. You also have a little bit of tea on the lion, shows your protection, your strength, your courage, your stamina. You have a little bit of tea that's sitting above the garden arch, and the garden arch is usually outdoor celebrations with people, and that's like other friends, external and family. Now here, that is your money tree, and you've got quite a big lot of symbols around here. There's your house. You've got a flower sticking out of its pot on the money tree, which tells me straight away there is some money that you are getting good growth out of. I don't mind that at all. Here you've got, it's like a microscope, and a microscope would tell me you do need to have a good look at what you are doing, and microscope means pay attention to it. And there it's like you've got a great big lion, his head and the body and the tail, which means protection over your money. There can be literally a decision you need to make, and when I hold it like that, you've actually got a number 2, which tells me 2 days there'll be an important conversation around finances, as is 2 weeks, and up to 2 months you have to make the decisions. You have here a turtle with his head sticking up on the house, and turtles are about change but slower, and a head sticking up there would tell me stretch yourself a little bit further and you will get what you want. And it is touching a house. I actually like that. And there you have female energy sitting on the heart, which again means you are very grateful, lady, in what you have and what you give. just express freely from the heart. And you also have a little bit of tea here sitting on the horse and the rider. That actually is a shape like a box, and a box means a pleasant surprise when you least expect it. On the horse and rider would tell me that there's information that's coming through. A man on a horse in tea symbology often means there's a message coming through to you or a visitor that may come and actually stay. So not a bad cup. So let me just go to the next. Okay, let me just get another cup ready. I'm just recycling those same ones here at the moment. Less washing up. Hang on, I've got to get my leaves. Alright, hang on. So I'm just going to stick my head out the door because I'll be right back. Just wait 2 seconds. Look out, Mummy Cat. Sorry, I'm busy, but yeah, I'm on the live thing, but I'll turn them on if you need a photo. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. I had my kitchen maker arrive. We had our kitchen redone not long ago, and he's coming just to tune up something for me. So let's just get this one ready and then we'll go on to another question. Okay, we'll go back to red. So let me just go through. Oh, Connie, you want to return to the Navajo Nation? That'd be fabulous for you. It's touching ground again, isn't it? So, which would be really nice. Yeah, the gold rim cups are just stunning. Now I had Fern here. You want to know about work and should you continue. So if I put your name, I think I can put your name up there, can I? Yay, I can. So you'll see your name. So let's have a look. All right. And this is for Fern. What's going on about work? You've got, like a lot of these ones here, you've actually got like a chair or a seat, and it's sitting on the edge of the edge of the skies. A seat literally means stay where you are for a little bit longer. Because of the sitting on the skies would tell me don't make the change just yet. So you've also got here, there's a lot of tea here sitting on the mountain, and before I move it, again I want to look at the symbols themselves. There you've got like a hot air balloon, there's the base and the balloon, and there it's almost like you've got a gun or something pointing that way. A gun would tell me what makes you a little bit pissy. Sorry, I have to swear. And the balloon here would tell me, yes, you are under a lot of pressure. The mountain, though, is again, what is the obstacle there? I would look at this and say the work pressure is pretty hard for you, but your chair is so big there, so it tells me just stay put for the moment. It's interesting because when I look at this symbol here, I actually see it in 3D, and it's like an open book. And an open book there would tell me take on a little bit more learning, and it can even be just a short course of, a few weeks or something like that, because I'd say stay put, enhance your learnings before you make a change there. When you see, it's not actually touching it, but when I see little doors like that, they are often little portals that tells me there is a door that will open up for you. But I would look at that and say, not just yet. Here you also have a bit of tea on the heart, which in work it tells me you need something that you feel passionate about. And I'm really hoping you can see that 3D where it's sticking up. Now that's interesting because it's sticking up like that is like a tent over your heart. And tent means a bit of TLC, something that is isolating for you. And when I say isolating for you, I mean No phones, no screens, just literally some downtime and appreciation to yourself. And that can be just 2 hours sitting in a sunny afternoon window and reading a book. But there would tell me, though, you need a little bit of time out for your emotions and look at the good in you. Here you've actually got, whoops, I bumped him. Sorry, it's a him. When I see these, it's like a tall male and it's above the star. A star is a positive light source. There would tell me there's a tall man that is very important to you, and in your career would tell me a good person to guide you in where you are going. Here you've also got, it's like a bowl, a dish. Bowls and cups and vases and so on, they mean you are ready to receive the gifts, but it's nothing sitting in it yet, which still tells me stay put where you are at the moment. You've got a tiny little bird here sitting on the branch. The bird is sitting though, not flying, which again would tell me take in what you see. Don't necessarily say what you see, but take everything in for when you are ready to make the change. So I'd say stay where you are at the moment. I would look at that and say there is, yes, a lot of stress I can see, but enhance your learning in that downtime. And I think you will gain a hell of a lot more. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my rubbish bin. To enhance you where you are going further in your career path. So now, let me have a look. See. Right. Sorry, a bit more tea. Another serviette. I think I need shares in serviettes. I go through so many. Right. Okay. And I'm trying not to get my mat wet because I don't feel like washing that as well. But the good thing with these table mats is, yes, we can wash them. So, hang on, I'm just going through to see if you've typed another message. Hang on. Sorry if I'm missing you. I'm looking here for Evelyn. Haven't seen here for Evelyn a particular question. Rightio. You just want to know what's up in a cup. Okay, green. Just going to have a look. Let's have a sneak peek. So, you've got a lot of business in your cup there, Evelyn. You've got a cane, and again, when I see a printed image in a cup, I also use that as a base for the image. You've got a cane there, which tells me a supportive older male and someone that's close to you, because the flowers there would tell me someone that you love and appreciate. Canes are often father-type figures, which can be older male, and even if they are in spirit, it would there tell me older male is very good support network to you. You've actually got, whoops, I accidentally bumped it. It was a man's, if you have to go back in your video, a man's head. And when you see just the head and shoulders, again, it usually means an older or mature male. Something around support here, whether you need to support them or they are helping assisting you, that's a good thing. Here you've got, it almost reminds me of those old joysticks, like the old video games. A joystick, even like an aeroplane thing, they are about guiding. Again, you've got the tall tree, which is often about the family. So there's something happening in around family that good advice and guidance will be required. Here you've got, it's like a little tugboat touching the anchor. Anchor means staying put and feeling stuck literally in the mud, but the tugboat there tells me you are a lot more resilient than you realise. You've got tea also on the rose, which is about love and passion. Tea again on the heart, which is about love and passion that grows. What else do we have here? You've got here two small symbols. They're like children when you see little ones like that around the house. So it can be if you have had children, or you may want children, or just young people around the house. It's a beautiful sign of home and family, and children mean new things that are dear to the heart. Beautiful big square door there, which means don't be afraid to look at new avenues of life. It's interesting because I always read what they're near. It's new doorways to do with a house, and new doorways here where you may feel a little confused. Open the door, don't be afraid. There you have is like a young person, and they've got their arm up reaching to the flower, which means someone's needing your support. So that may come right back to here, the cane, and it may be you that needs to be the one giving support for somebody else. So I hope that helps a little bit. Now, let me do my mop up. Okie dokie. So now I put my bit of tea and water. As you see me spin, I just want to say at least you see me spin what I do, and they are not prearranged cups. I actually saw that one day by a tea reader, and they were on YouTube, and they wouldn't actually show anything of the cup. And I'm all about transparency of what you see is what you get. So this is why you will see me do what I do, and you always see my hands, because truly you wouldn't want to look at me. And I just believe that people should see the visuals as I see them. So now let me just go through. Yes, Joy, I saw your order there. That was lovely. Always have, yeah, it's very true, Connie. She's saying always have a job waiting before you leave the one you have. It is really important, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but you'll always find work much easier when you are in a job already. It's when people have been out of work for a long period of time, jobs and companies and that tend to think, oh, what's wrong with them? And it shouldn't be that way, but sadly that is reality when you are dealing in the career world. So now I just want to have a look here. Margaret Navarro, she's asking about her son Manuel, and will he have them able to buy a house? Gosh, that's such an expensive exercise these days. So let me just have a mouthful. Sorry about that. I have to show you my assistant. There's my assistant. Hello, Princess. Oh, hello. This is my right-hand gal, or she's on my left. This is Miss Princess. Every single time that I'm in my tea room, whether I'm here doing lives or I'm here with a client, she always wants to come and be by our side. And people who love cats, she will come in and sit right beside them. Hello. Let's have a look about your son, Margaret. I'm just putting you up there so I've got you there. And his name's Manuel. Okay. All right. So what's in the cup for Manuel? I'll start over here. It's not actually touching the lily, but I still like to read the actual symbols themselves. Here you've actually got, sorry, let me have a look at it. Oh, it's that shape. It's 3D. I don't know if you can see that. When it sticks out of the side of, see how that's sticking out? I actually see them 3D. It's almost like it's a bull head, and a bull head means strong determination to succeed. And I'd look at that and say, Yes, he is likely because his strength of will is very strong. Here, when you have a triangle is a complex shape, which does often indicate, though, working through any obstacles that he may have in getting this house. This is lovely to see T sitting on the star, and star is about a positive light source that will light the way forward. I don't mind it because I see that there and say good things are coming to him. He just needs to continue this journey in finding a house. Now, see this? It's a lady's head and shoulders. A lady's head and shoulders, when we're looking at buying a house, can literally mean a mature aged lady realtor who may help and assist and good advice. And this too, though, Margaret, can be you, where you are offering the good advice when it comes to a home. Interesting again on the lady here. Is he looking at purchasing this house on his own or with somebody else? But the only reason I ask is sometimes when you see a lady, this could be a partner that he may have. Lady is still soft energy, gentle. It's also got a keyhole there. And a keyhole would tell me new doorway. He's got a tiny mouse there and the mouse is hanging down, which would tell me he gets a bit stressed. A diamond would still tell me good things around money and financials. And look at this. Now he's got a fan. A fan like a fan to cool you down, or a ceiling fan with the blades, and it's on the money tree, or just touching the edge of it. The money tree is naturally about the finances and the growth. A fan there would tell me, though, he's got too many people in his ear that keep saying, do this, do that, do the other. Because a fan is usually idle gossip that really isn't relevant information. And I'd look there and say he needs to make the decisions more about himself. Sun, again, similar to star, beautiful, positive light. I'd say he will. We've even got here, we've also got the bell near the bird, and what's that there? Oh, it's literally shaped like a leaf of a tree. I'll try and move it so you can see it too. There. A bell means making announcements, and it's right near the bird, which is like a shout out to people in public. Again, we've got here a leaf, which is a timing symbol. So it usually means as the seasons change. And I'm not sure what country you're in, or northern or southern hemisphere. Our next season here would be going into winter. If you're in the northern hemisphere, you are going into your summer. So it is about change with the seasons. And there he's got is a little tiny bell again on his shoulder. I'd say he will, but it's just timing. But he's got the determination, and he just needs probably a little bit more advice and not listen so much to the naysayers. And I know that sounds like such an old-fashioned term, but it's any of those negative ninnies he needs to flick, because they're just filling his head with rubbish, and that's not beneficial. So, I'm nearly out of tea, guys. So, just go down a bit more. My assistant's now moved to the chair. You're getting comfortable, aren't you, Miss Princess? Her name is Princess, but I call her Mummy Cat, because she's the mother cat of my other kitty, whose name is Dolly. And so we have Mummy Cat and Dolly Puss. I know, not very original, is it? So, hi Marby, lovely to meet you. Elaine, Anne. Will Scotty be working soon? Scotty is Elaine's son. So let's have a look. Okay, what's going on for Scotty? Gosh, there's not many symbols there. You have the skies here, and the skies would tell me something that's cut away from him, which is likely work. but it does have a pair of eyes on it, which would tell me he needs to look into places that he may not have looked before, because the scythe is cutting away old to allow into new, and the eyes would tell me he needs to look elsewhere rather than what he's currently looking at. Ant is good for work because it does mean hard worker. Trying to work out the T on that. It's almost like a lolly in a wrapper where they've got the twisty ends. Lollies would be the sweeter in life. That is good for him for work though, Elaine. I still think he actually needs to look in an area that he hasn't targeted before. And it can literally be another job role type rather than relying on his trade. Ant tells me he's a good hard worker. He will put in the effort. Here we've also got is a man looking at the horse and rider. Head and shoulders would tell me a strong older male. Information's coming through because they are looking at each other. I'd say he will, but I actually think it's in a totally different area or industry, because he's looking at the journey there as well. There's an older male, though, involved. I'd say he'll get work, but not in his trade. So not sure if he's looking outside of his trade, but the scythe would tell me, look at something different. So he may just need to widen the square. So widen the circle, I mean. Magnolia Spiritual House, I love the name of that. And we want to know about your brother in spirit, obviously. I have a brother too who is in spirit as well. Yeah. So mine's a very long time ago now. So it's 31 years. And yet it still feels like yesterday. I don't think we ever lose the time feeling with them. So, okay, what's in messages for you? There would tell me you and other family members, because when I see a nest and all these little heads in the nest, it's to do with family. Now, I'm not sure whether you have children or there is other siblings, but a nest is a family full, and little heads there would tell me it's around young people in the family. It's actually a little tiny bird in flight. And a bird in flight would still indicate to me, though, there is messages and information. And I'd love to know, though, does he actually communicate to you and do you hear him? Which is really quite beautiful. Here we've got actually a great big bird in flight. That looks like a cap. There is a person sitting and another person sitting. Sitting people, it's like sitting down at a cafe and you're people watching. But sitting is almost like get off your butt and start being proactive. And it may be him just telling you to let your wings spread and fly and do something that is a little different. And to see two people sitting, it would indicate again, not just you, but somebody else with you. Box here would tell me pleasant gifts that you may have gained from him. You also have a tiny little straight line, and straight lines tend to be masculine. Small like that would tell me again around a young male. I'd love to know how old was he when he crossed over. Here you've got horse and rider, but it's got here like a massive entrance to a cave or a huge doorway. It's like a huge portal, and the horse is coming out of it, which is good because it means where you have felt darkness, you are coming into light. There you have a little tiny house and a box, which means something pleasant around the home and the family. Massive there, like when I turn it this way, is a great big eye. I love to see the eyes. And there's a whole saying, and I don't even know where I got it from, it's so long ago. And the saying goes, what the eyes can no longer see, allow the heart to feel. And it's very, very important is eyes, because it means opening up all our senses. That cup's been draining for a long time, and I've still got little bits of tea water rolling around. Tea water rolling around in a teacup like that, it often means that there is a lot of emotions that still need to be dealt with. So I'd love to know how long ago this was, and did he pass as a younger person? So I'm just trying to see if I can go through if there is any info that you've got there. Let me have a look. He was 40 years old, was COVID. Oh my God, so it's only in this last 12 months. Very young. My brother passed, he was only 35 at the time. And same, his was sudden. It wasn't COVID or anything like that. His was an accident. So it's only 2 weeks ago. Wow, that is fresh. But it's really fascinating, though, that you are feeling all the communication. There's a big thing when it comes to mediumship, and I'll give you a mini lesson here. When you are looking and wanting to speak to spirit, and especially when it's somebody so close that you love so dearly, and you think, why can't I sense him? Why can't I hear him? Surely give me a sign. The simplest way of all is simply to ask. And that can be when you go to bed at night, and you may look at that and say, do you have any information for me? And then listen and look for symbolic areas in your life. Now, I'm actually just writing a workbook at the moment and talking about this as well. When you are looking for messages from spirit, they don't just come along and tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, it's me. They often come in the most strange forms, and that could be the way the leaves form a pattern or an image at your front door or falling in the tree. You may be sitting at traffic lights and a bird could sit on your rear view mirror. They are often small things that you will see, and you will be there thinking, okay, I now need to piece those together. You may even have prophetic dreams where you could be dreaming the most random things, and it could be a tree and the beach side and stones, and all you're doing then is grabbing the key information. Tree is family, seaside, beachside, rivers, any water is emotion. The stone is about the solid foundations that you have. And when I look at that, and if you were stringing those things together, literally you are writing a sentence. And that is the easiest way of all to connect, is connect the sentence together. Okay, tree is family, water is emotion, stone is about the grounds, the building blocks as such. So in that, if you had that as a dream or images that pop into your head, you'd say he's telling us to, deal with the emotions as a family unit on a whole, but feel a grounded base when you do so. So don't fear it. Don't be scared to receive the messages, but they will come out in the most unusual ways. So, and I'm so sorry that you've lost him due to this rotten disease, this virus, and the devastation that is, it's not just killing of the lives, it's the killing of people's spirit as well. And I think that's what I get the most upset about, is the fact that it's killing the spirit of people. And that's the worry. That's the sadness that I see. So now let me just have a look. Now, let me go through. Sorry, I'm ranting and raving. Where am I going? Tomorrow's your birthday, Liz. Happy 64th birthday. So I'm not quite there. Not too far behind, but I'm not quite there. Sorry, I'm just having a mouthful. So what's in the cup for your 64th birthday? Okay. What have we got? All right, let's start around here. Hang on, let me look at that. I can see them easier when I'm not through the camera. That's actually two people standing side by side on the lion. Not a bad thing, because it tells me you've got good, strong males around you, and to see them side by side. Now, I don't know if you've got a son, but there would tell me good, strong males in and around your life, which is nice. Here you've actually got, it's almost like a little money bag. In the old days when they used to tie it up with the little round bit at the bottom, and that money bag is always a good thing, because it literally means prosperity and abundance that's coming through you. And you've got all the business on this end. So, letter J. Who's the letter J in your life? I'm picking up that is actually a female rather than a male. The letters often mean person, place, or thing. And that J could be a John, it could be a Jessica. And it just means somebody relevant to you. Every letter of the alphabet also carries an energy about it. And a letter J there would tell me about confidence in yourself, being able to take total control over any situation, being the authoritarian as well. And that's a good sign. It's a good letter to have. There you've got here a little present box. That's nice. Well, it is your birthday. And there would tell me again, good gifts that are coming through. Don't ask me why, but I look at that and to me, I'm seeing someone's going to give you like a gift voucher. Where you can spend it on whatever you like. When I see that, it's just a gift voucher. Sitting down here with a bonnet, but then you've got like something small on your lap. It's almost like a child. Flowers is beautiful, passion, love and gratitude. Great people around you. It's lovely feminine energy. But sitting down here holding something in your lap tells me you are feeling really comfort and joy with the gifts that you will receive. There you have birds. So bird there, heart here. These are really good for your birthday for tomorrow. You're going to have an absolute ball. Here you've got a bit of tea on the rose, and then you've got above it, pardon me, it's almost again like a little girl there. Little girl would tell me there's something that you are probably given that takes you right back to your childhood and even memories of your own mother, because rose is a mother symbol. That's really beautiful. So I hope you have a lovely birthday for tomorrow. So my birthday is not until August, but I try and count them backwards now. So it's so funny when I think about birthdays, and I had a dear friend's birthday was last week, and she turned 50. And she was so excited, and it was lovely to turn 50. And I remember when I turned 50, I actually handled that so much easier. My hardest birthday, when I really didn't want to celebrate, can you believe it, was when I turned 30. All I did was sit around and cry the whole day, and I didn't want anybody acknowledging my birthday when I turned 30. And I look back at that now and think, oh my God, I wish I was 30 again. I would do it all so differently. But yeah, I was a cot case when I turned 30. How ridiculous is that? So, you know, it's one of those things that, yeah, I suppose. But now I'm in my, I suppose you could call me in my mid-50s. But like I said, I think it's, I wish I knew now, back then, what I know now. But I know that a lot of us wish that too. So it's having the knowledge and the wisdom to know what we are doing. So let me just have a look. Amy Gorosita, I can see you there about career. And I'm only going to do these last 3 cups, guys, because I'm going to have 0 voice otherwise. Although Linus will probably be happy that I will shut up for 5 minutes. So, any messages about a new career path? Okay. Okay, what have we got up here? That's actually quite good. You've got tea on the dog. Now, that, I'm trying to work out, what are we? No, we're not that way. We are that way. It's actually almost like a big tornado and the spout going down. Tornadoes actually mean time to declutter the space. Now, I don't mean your wardrobes or the cupboards or the desk. It often means declutter the emotional space and the thought processes to bring in a new career. The dog here is quite good because it tells me somebody loyal that's by your side will help and assist you. Because the tornado is sitting over the dog, I would say the one you trust the most is the best advice. And I would still say you need to declutter some of the thought processes or what's been happening around there. The tornado in its literal can tell me what you currently are doing or where you currently work, can literally mean mayhem. And the pace is certainly not good or healthy for you. This is beautiful to see 2 little owls sitting on a branch. Now, sitting on a branch means lots of chatter. Owl means you are using something where your skill set is much better. It almost looks like a heart. You are on the lily, which tells me be truthful and honest to yourself, and you will always gain. When I say owls, it's almost like what you may be doing now, you are probably further advanced than the job role that it may be, because your owl is wisdom and knowledge and gain, and it's often sharing that knowledge, so either as managers, supervisors, teachers and so on. But something is coming up for you when I see that, because it tells me something more fitting to your skill set and qualifications. Here you've got a little bit of tea on the fish, and it is shaped like a mountain, but then up here we've got a lovely big flag, which tells me, look at, yes, your financial well-being, number 1. The mountain here would tell me it may be a bit of a struggle to get decent money for what you're looking for, but I would still say run with it, because your flag up here means success, and it's also touching the pram, which would indicate to me new jobs, new beginning that will lead to bigger success for you. Here you've got is literally a man sitting down. A sitting down male is usually a comfortable male. They can be, again though, a little bit on the lazy side, but that's okay, because it would tell me someone who's not bossy or dominant or controlling. So I'd look here and get past the obstacles, and it may be the money is the obstacle, but you'll still find peace around you with other people. There you've actually got, it's like a little heart, and then there's a bell and there's a coin. Heart is love and gratitude. I like it because it tells me something you feel more passionate about. The bell here with the coin means you will be making announcements. Not a bad cup. So I hope that helps a little bit, Amy. So let me just go. There's only 2 more here, guys. Right. We'll go to the red. Matt has a love question. Should I be patient and wait, or should I move on and let go? So it's about a current love. Let's have a look. We'll use the lovely red cup for that, because red is beautiful for love and passion and so on. And like I said, this is gorgeous. They're the Grecian gods. I love this cup. A lot of my cups you'll only see a few of, because I like to go for very different ones. The word is bespoke, which means unique in every way, and there is never any 2 alike. You might see if I think I only had 3 or 4 of these red ones, and even though the whole cups are different, all the image placements inside them is different, because I actually do this myself and I'm up to wee hours most times. So should we be patient and wait for this love, or should we move on? Oh, there's not a lot down there. So I'm going to cast some charms as well. Here you've actually got is like the symbol of an hourglass. It's the shape where it brings in there. Hourglass is often about have a little more patience and give it a little bit longer. Here you've got, it's like a gigantic hot air balloon. A hot air balloon tells me, though, this is also a bit of a stressful relationship for you. The hourglass, though, keeps telling me hold out a little bit longer. You haven't got anything on the scythe which tells me end it now, or the coffin, or the cross, or the snake to tell me this is a bad relationship or malicious and so on. But you're coming here that this, though, is giving you some stress, but there would tell me wait a little longer. I actually want to do some charms on that because there wasn't much tea. Hang on, let me just get something so it's black, and then I can lift it up to you. So we are looking at this love. What have we got? You got the ring. So, and you also got the heart and the cat. I'll bring this up. So the baby indicates renewal in love. But then you've got the ring and the tree, which tells me about commitment that will grow. Your heart is here, but then you've got the cat. That's your only left field one, because here would tell me love will grow, and it probably will grow quite strong where you are really, really ready for the commitments. The cat here, though, is the trust and the mixed emotions. So it's like, I don't see it as a bad one, but it depends how long you've been waiting too. But I'm still not seeing symbols here to say get rid of them. So there's your grave. But then again, you've got your owl. So you're still looking and working through difficulties. A grave, or the tombstone, everyone sees it as, yes, things end, things die. Yes, the bodies die, but not the soul. The grave, I always say, it's like you are carrying a slab of stone on your back. And the cat here may be why you are feeling the mixed emotions about it, because it may be hard work. But then you've got your owl, which would still tell me, I would still say persist a little bit longer before pulling the pin. So now I think, Matt, you're a reader yourself, so I'd love to know if you do readings like that on what you are coming up with yourself. So now the lucky last person, hang on, show I have is Jess Luna Lotus. Anything business related, you're considering a move. So let's have a look. Rightio. What's in the cup? Hang on, you've got bird here. Tea on the bird would tell me good discussions, have the chat about what you are doing. It's nice actually, because flying bird is a movement sign, which would tell me, yes, you are changing things and moving. You've got a little tiny bit of tea right up on the rim of the cup, and I'm not sure if you understand what I'm talking about. It's actually shaped like an old wheelbarrow. And the wheelbarrows, the things you use out in the garden, or the builders, they've got the single wheel at the front. You load up the bucket and you've got the handles out the back. Wheelbarrow means literally pack up and get ready for change. When we read tea in its traditional form, the handles actually mean self. And it's interesting that the wheelbarrow is also right near the handle, which would tell me it's you that is changing, moving. Now, here you've got the diamond, which is also very good for business and career, because a diamond, as in a red card diamond, means money, success in business and power. Here you've actually got is like a little tiny bow, like a little girl's hair bow. And it's just below the moon. A little girl's hair bow tells me you're actually admired by people and you probably don't realise it. The moon is your light source, which means, again, trust your gut, but trust the light source that is around you. A bow is like people who look up to you and say, I wish I was like her, I wish I had the strength, or I wish I did this, and so on. It is a good sign of admiration of people around you. Here you have the lily. It's funny, it's like a crab claw. Crab claw means hanging on to money. So it means, yes, don't overspend things and sink your teeth in and use that tenacity that you have. But you've got the lily, which means grab for what you want, but do it in a pure heart energy way. There you've also got, it's like the woman with her hair hanging down like a ponytail, and it's sitting on the back of the horse and it's looking this direction. Horse is your movement signs. They are often travel, movement, messengers is often known in Lenormand. The lady here, though, you are looking in a different direction to where the horse is, which means change is coming. These are quite good for you, darling. And I would say go for the move, start packing up and get ready, because this is actually a very good move for you. So I hope that helps a little bit, guys. And I just want to say thanks, everybody, for joining me here today. And I just want to say thanks for having me for the last, hour, 20 minutes. These are my teacups. This one is only this lucky last. It's 24 karat gold with a beautiful... you do. Hang on, I just want to go there. But this has it's like a fluted saucer. I love it. And this is a beautiful red Greek gods, which I love. And this, I love black cups. There's something about black cups that they just, ooh la la. And this has the flower on it, and it's anemone or anemone. I can't even say it. But thanks everyone for joining me. Now, I just wanted to have a quick look through some of the messages. Tombstone Boot Lady and Flower has come up. That's really interesting. So it's making sense. Yeah, so you're still getting the confliction because of what is difficult, or you're carrying the load. And I understand that fully, Matt. I can just see what's happening there. Hi, Jan Breck. You've come in. I'm just wrapping up because I've been talking nonstop for an hour or so. Yes, Triple Moon Goddess is lovely, Sherry. Yes, I do have some sets. There's Alice in Wonderland that has card sets and matching cup. Royal Tea also has matching cards and matching cup. And I have also introduced a Fairy's Fantasy teacup as well, and they are all in the Etsy store. Now, Connie Brown saying you can't find it on Etsy. I'm not sure. Oh, are you talking about this mint green one, Connie? Because I haven't got around to list that yet. I'll go through the messages and see what I'm up to. Yeah, I know the Greek cup's just gorgeous, isn't it, Sherry? So, but thanks, guys, for joining me. And I'll go and check the Etsy store listing because I can't remember if I've got these ones up or not. This one I found hidden in the back of the cupboard because, like I said, I just had a kitchen and a beautiful big buffet built in, and I found it tucked away, and I thought, wow, that's pretty amazing. I was really shocked that I had that because this is a couple of years back, and it's made by Robert Gordon Pottery, which is a local Australian Chinaware maker. And they don't have these designs anymore, and it's a shame because I just love the fluttery saucers. So, there is more than one, is there? I can't remember. Oh, the red one, the Greek one. Okay, Connie, I'll have a look because I can't remember if I have it in there or not. So I'll go and have a look and I'll see. Hang on, I can actually probably look while I'm here and see what I've done because I don't remember. Let me just have a look. Now, where am I? I'll just look through and see if I've got it in the cup listings. I'm using the filters, so like I said, I can't remember if I've got it there. Oh, I haven't. So I'll go and fix that up, Connie, because I'm pretty sure there is one left. So I will go and have a look and see if it's sticking up the top, because this one I've just grabbed out of my tea room here. I'll show you, I'll give you a quick tour of what, like you'll look at the mess. She's progressed to the chair now. So this is my tea room. So my clients walk in through here. That's what I look out to in the back garden. So when they come in, you've got all my cups and things there. It's just my beautiful Bella in the corner. That's just another crystal cabinet. As you can tell, I have lots of cups. Then I have cups on the wall there, and more cups on the wall there. And then you can see all my setup here, and my left-hand gal, who just sound asleep. I want to come back as a very spoiled cat in my next life. So, but thanks anyway, guys, for joining me. I will go and check to see if there is any more of these. I can't get any more of them, Sherry, because they are an obsolete cup. They don't make these anymore, and it's a shame because they are absolutely stunning. Let me just stick my head in the top of the cupboard and I will know. I tell a lie. There is no red cup left. That one is my own. I thought there was, so apologies, people. But no, you can't get these ones anymore. They are quite old and very, very rare to find. So I don't have them. I have another stunning cup, and look, honestly, I was offered a lot of money for it, but I will not part with it. But I have to show you. Whoops. It is just beautiful, and I look at it and say it's ugly as anything, but yet it's ugly in a gaudy way, and it's actually the Chinese dragon, and that's its saucer. And this cup, like I said, I've been offered huge money, but I won't part with it because I've got all these specials that I don't sell. Because they mean something to me. And I was actually born in the year of the dragon in Chinese astrology. But it's quite funny because my own children then laugh and say, yep, that'd be right. She's born in the year of the dragon and she is a dragon. So there you go. Yes. So, yeah, Kutani ware is the same. They can be ugly, but they are pieced together that is beautiful in its own right as well. So, but yeah, the Chinese cups are gorgeous. And I've got a few different ones like that. Like my own personal collection is insane. And it's really hard because I fall in love with a cup and then I don't want to part with it. But if you love Chinese type cups and so on, I'm just going to take you for a walk and I will show you beautiful Chinese cups. Sorry, you're looking at my floor. And see that set there? I've got a full set of that. It comes with cake plates and all. Now that is Japanese lithophane. And people say, what is Japanese lithophane? And I'll show you what Japanese lithophane is. It's eggshell china, but that's what Japanese lithophane china is. And they have the girl in the bottom, the geisha. And that's just a beautiful, stunning matte black set that I have there. And this side, I have the same in the cherry blossom, which is really, really beautiful. And there's my Alice in Wonderland. That's a waterfall teacup that I made just as decor. But I do have, like I said, lots of little special ones. And these just all sit in my cabinet, and then I've got another cabinet there. And yeah, so I also collect pink depression glass, which is the vintage ones. And I love these too. They're lusterware teacups. So yeah, I've got some nice pieces, but I'm running out of room on where do I keep them all. So I keep them and then I rotate them around, and that's what I do. But yeah, they're beautiful. So I thought you were in Japan, Sherry, so I knew you had lived there for a while. So you would have seen a lot of that type with the Japanese style, but they are just stunning. And I bought myself another one with the geisha in it only a couple of weeks ago, and again, it's got the dragon on it, and I just love them. So, but they're beautiful. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for joining me here today, and I will end it now, and I'll see you again soon, and likely when I've got one of the other girls that will join me as well. Oh, you've got the kimonos. Do you hang them on the wall, Sherry? They'd be beautiful. And it's quite interesting, the Japanese cups or the Asian style cups, they are so popular, and it's strange. At one time I only had, see that orange one? It's got the two fish, I think they're called the poi fish, and it's got the fish in the cup as well. I barely got them off the shelf and they were gone, and they just disappeared like lightning. Look at my voodoo doll. I've got a voodoo doll. My friend Elaine made him for me. So we stick pins in him. But we send him as love, not we send him as bad. Yeah. So, but anyway, guys, I'll better go. I haven't eaten and I need to have a drink. And orange is your favourite colour. And again, though, Sherry, I looked at that and I thought, oh my God, it's the most hideous looking cup ever. But I had to have it, and I still can't part with it. So I've got all these strange cups and different themes, and it's all a bit eclectic, and I just mix and match everything together, and it works. So that's the way I do. Yeah. All right, guys, bye for now. Love yous all, and we'll join you again next time. See you then.